Welcome to my chambers. President Trump has had a very difficult 7 days in May. It began last week with his summary firing of James Comey as the director of the FBI. Did he fire Director Comey because the director refused to interfere with an investigation of General Michael Flynn? That's the $64,000 question for which everyone wants an answer. The president ended his 7-day period of great difficulty with that allegation being made, not by the New York Times or the Washington Post, but by FBI agents themselves, who claim to have read over the telephone to reporters from the New York Times copies of memoranda that James Comey wrote to people in the FBI saying, the president asked me to stop the investigation of Michael Flynn, and I said no. Of course, we know how that story ends up. He got fired. Is there an obstruction of justice? Is there an impermissible interference? Can the president do this? Can the president fire? These are all questions that remain to be seen. We know he can fire the FBI director for any reason or no reason. He cannot stop a criminal investigation once it starts. If he doesn't want the person to be charged or indicted, he can pardon the person. That, of course, takes the heat off the FBI and puts it on him. In the middle of the week, the New York Times alleged that President Trump gave away top-secret information to a Russian spy. Not an ordinary, everyday Russian spy, but the Russian ambassador to the United States, who was well known to our intelligence community to be a Russian spy, met with the president in the Oval Office, and the president told him some secrets that had been passed on to American intelligence from Israeli intelligence. The American interests and the Israeli interests in Syria, where these secrets generated, are not the same. Did the president break the law by passing top-secret information to a Russian spy? No, he didn't, because the president can declassify anything. He can declassify it by whispering it into somebody's ear, which declassifies top-secret information just for that person, or he can declassify it permanently by making it public. He did not make this public, but he did tell the Russians about it. Where does all this end up? I don't think it's going to dislodge Donald Trump's presidency at all. But it does feed the Democrats' narrative that this president is so different, he needs to be monitored and investigated. Do we really want that? Wasn't he elected to govern? Welcome to my chambers. Fight the good fight.